Okay, so before you start watching this lesson, I hope you've already completed our number of the day for the week. Our number of the day is 13. So hopefully you came up with as many ways possible as you could come up with the number 13. Let's go ahead and get into our inquiry question. Now, parents, this time try not to help them or guide them too much. This is called inquiry, where they're coming up with ideas on how to solve it on their own. Your student will need some sort of manipulatives. You could have your number line out if your student has mentioned the number line to you, or you can have out your two 10 frames. And remember, we need two 10 frames now because we're working with larger numbers. Go ahead and put that little mathematician cap on of yours, activate that brain and that knowledge, and let's unpack the problem. Pink sentence only. Miss Thomas's class is going on a field trip to the zoo. Can you imagine our class going on a field trip to the zoo? I can imagine that. There are students going on the field trip. There are students going on the field trip. Can you imagine some students going on this field trip? I can imagine it. If we have buses, how many students can go on each bus? Can you picture the buses? How many could go on the bus? So, I'm going to pop the numbers in, and I want you to be thinking, do you remember when we went on our field trip? Did we have buses? What was it like? Give me a second, I'm going to put in the numbers. Okay, so the numbers are in, and let's read it again. Try to visualize. Miss Thomas's class is going on a field trip to the zoo. There are 13 students going on the field trip. If we have two buses, how many students can go on each bus? There are 13 students, and we have two buses. How many students can go on each bus? Can you start thinking of ways that you can have this different or same amount of students going on each bus? So can you start thinking of ways that we can split up our class to get them on those two buses so we can head to the zoo? If you can think of some ways, I'd like you to go ahead and get started showing me your work in this part of your paper. And then down here we have room for an equation, okay? I want you to think, if there are 13 students and we have two buses, how many students can go on each bus? Make sure you show it to me on the paper. And then, when you're done, I'd like you to turn your paper over, or maybe you still have room on that front side. Show me another way. I think that there's probably more than one way we could put all those students on two buses. What do you think? Okay, so go ahead and show me how you could split up the students onto the two buses. Two ways. And make sure you go ahead and have your parents send me your answers over on the Remind app.